Hey, everybody, welcome to the America Guns and Freedom podcast. As always, this is just an open chat. You can ask whatever question you want, suggest whatever topic you want to suggest. I will do my best to answer it. If I can't answer it, maybe someone in the live chat can. So pay attention to the live chat, participate in the live chat, talk amongst yourselves all you want. But if you want to listen to me, listen to me. And if you want to ask me questions, ask me questions. I like to start off by reading orders we got for merchandise. We didn't have much today. We got one order for merchandise tonight from Jane Coyne, and she bought some pocket tees with the designs on the back. She wanted a few of the designs for her husband, but she didn't want them on the front. She wanted a pocket tee, with a pocket, and then have the design on the back. So I made her a couple of those, and she bought them. So yay! That's the only order we got today, or else we would have had nothing. So it was definitely worth making the designs for. With that being said, if you want to help support the channel, if you want to be a patron and support Pets and Vets, a Subscribe Star member and support TYMP, or Pets and Vets if you join a specific tier over there, the Pet Defender tier. If you want to buy merchandise and support TYMP, you can do all of that from TYMPpistolproject.com, TYMPpistolproject.com. Over there, you can do all those things, do one-time donations, and you can sign up to be a beneficiary of TYMP. I was going to say show my shirt, but I didn't make this shirt. I made the hat. There's a design I made, the Willie versus Bruce. Mickey's shooting at the shark here. Mashup of Steamboat Willie and Jaws. So if you want to go buy merchandise, there's a link there. You can go over and buy merch too. That goes to support TYMP. All right, now let's go over. We actually have new patrons to read today. We got two free members. Wait, I think he joined regularly. Okay, so we got one free member. John Jim signed up. He's got a CZ logo there in this thing. And Butcher 0632 joined. And he also gave another recommendation for red dots for because I got a poll over there right now asking for recommendations for what red dot I should get. And he gave me another one to think of. Great. That's what I need. More options when I can't make a decision to begin with. I need more options. I thought I saw, hold on, let me see something here. That's Butcher commenting. That was okay. It was Butcher I saw. So we got Butcher 0632 became a paid member, and we got John Jim became a free member over there. So we actually got to read new people today, and I don't think anybody left today. Let's see if anybody left from Subscribe Star. Can it be a good day? Nobody left. In fact, Jared H. signed up. He was the last person to sign up. I think he signed up yesterday. So we got a new Subscribe Star person, and we got a new paying Patreon person and a new free patron, who hopefully will quit being a freeloader and start supporting the program. Getting that free entertainment. I don't owe him nothing. All right, let's get started with the questions. Let me see if we got anything coming in. We got one from Justin M. here. He's Justin M. Not like he's an R or a T. He's just an M. Shadow 2 carry is cut for the RMSC footprint. There are some optics on your list that won't fit your gun. I put a comment on your video with more info. I think, that's the one he just sent me, and I saw that. I'm going to look into that. I think the square ones definitely fit. I'm not a red dot expert. I'm sure they'd tell me when I went to buy it that this, we'll know. I'll take my gun in and we'll put it on it. So we'll see. Because red dots are definitely not my specialty. Let's see here. We got any questions over here. Let me hit, that's the wrong button. Let me try again here. Hold on. What's today's date? The 28th. Yes. Why did I pay Google $2.16? What did they do for me? I don't know. What did they do for me? Except give me headaches. I sent more emails. I saw. Well, I haven't seen them today. I haven't really looked today. I've been busy. It's been a busy day. Washed my car again, and that's enough to make the day done for me. If I'm like, I gotta wash my car and then walk down and get the mail, that's the day. I'm done. I sent more mails. Did you hear about the ex-police chief convicted of rape and murder who escaped, more like let out of prison? I saw that. They should give him general population off the bat. Yes, he should definitely be in Gen Pop. I saw that. That was disgusting. That's one of the emails you sent that I did see, because you said he needed a wood chipper, so I wanted to make sure what it was. So I did see that one. And I agree. He needs to go down hard. But that was Jason Thompson paying his $2 tithe to Phil. Remember, pay your tithes to Phil, you heathen bastards, or else you're going to suffer his wrath. You're going to get Lyme disease or maybe even lupus. He gave Peter DeBoner Lyme disease. Of course, he says he got better, but it's because he later apologized and paid his tithe. But it ain't always that easy. Sometimes you could apologize and he'll just be in the mood and he won't forgive you. So this ain't none of that Christian bullshit that you can go out and rape and murder and pillage and burn all you want. But as long as you say you're sorry before you die, you'll be forgiven. No, fuck that shit. You got to put in the work here. So don't be trying that stuff. Chrissy Jones said, "Hail Phil, I saw you getting handsy with the M&Ps. Was that a metal frame one?" No, it was just 10 millimeter. It was polymer frame, but it was 10 millimeter. I took Caden shopping looking at carry guns. He narrowed it down to 3 right now, but he still has 2 weeks till he turns 21. So he's got time. We've got an appointment to go drop his car off on the day after his birthday, and then we're going over to the gun shop right after. So another day shot for me. If I got to leave the house, that's definitely the end of the day. There ain't nothing else happening that day. If I got to leave the house for something, ugh, I don't like it. That's why I got that gun up there. That's why I got that. Where's it at? Oh, it's in there. That's why I got that shadow. So I have a gun when I'm going to go face volume threats. You know, more people, more perps, so to say. But no, that was just a 10 millimeter. He got an entry into the stock, the stock giveaway, double super secret stock giveaway. Does Caden have a drinking buddy, responsible one? Said Jacoby. Caden doesn't drink, as far as I know. He does. He's not just not into. He drinks a lot of Arnold Palmers. He's really big on the Arnold Palmers. He goes through a case of those every few days, but he doesn't really drink alcohol or smoke pot. He's kind of boring. That's why I always say, oh my God, he's such a nerd. I'm not going to have any grandchildren ever. And my older son, he's not much of a drinker either. He did like marijuana, but he can't smoke it because he developed an allergy to it. So now if he smokes marijuana, he gets that, what do they call it? Cannabis hyper what is it? Something. But if he gets marijuana in his system, he throws up for days and dehydrates and almost dies and has to go to the hospital. He did it once. We couldn't figure out what it was. We thought he was going to die. Thought he had something really serious wrong with him. Turned out a doctor finally figured it out that it was cannabis hyper something. And got him through it. He had to be in the hospital for a week, getting IVs and everything else, but he eventually recovered. And then about a year later, he thought, I think that was a fluke. I don't think I'm allergic. I think that was just, maybe I got some bad stuff. So he smoked marijuana again, back in the hospital for a week. So with him, we'll know if he smokes marijuana because he'll almost die. But let me get back over to the questions that I was talking at. Samuel Mance paid his $2 tithe to Phil and said, all hail Phil. And then he did it again. What did he say this time? Send Phil my regards. I'll tell him he said hi. Michael Dial chimed in, got an entry into the double super secret stock giveaway. Said, because Paul needs a hand, might as well get another entry into the super secret stock giveaway. Wink, wink. Yeah, it's just a stock. Wink, wink. The other chat was supposed to be 255 grain flat nose. I was wondering what that was all, because it was just all over the place. I was like, what's going on here? RG. Old fingers trying to type. That's what the problem was. Samuel Mance chimed in again and said, for Phil, if you combined those all together, you would have gotten an entry into the silver bullet drawing instead of doing them all separate. Maybe he's not interested. He don't want it. He doesn't think it's worth it. He doesn't trust my abilities. That makes me mad. Selling me short. Who is this one here? This is Kevin Mabry getting an entry saying, for Phil. He's just paying his Phil tithe. Y'all can ask questions. That way I don't just have to say for Phil. A lot of people don't know what that means when I say that. So. Steve Herzog, isn't that a car lot? Herzog Meyer, isn't that a car lot around here? Can you get me deals on cars? Let me know. I think they used to be like a Cadillac dealership, and I think there's something else now. Maybe a Volvo. I don't know. I remember we went to the Volvo dealership over here in Portland one time, and they treated us like garbage. They ignored us. I was wanting to buy the XC40, that new electric they had. It was beautiful. And we wanted an electric car. So went over there. I was like, hey, I want to test drive this. And they're like, oh, it's on a test drive right now. You might want to come back tomorrow. I'm like, was it going to be, they're going to be gone till tomorrow? He's, well, they'll be back later, but if you want to hang around, you can hang around. And then they just ignored us for like 45 minutes. And I even saw the people come back, and they never came, got us, never talked to us again. So we left, went down the road, bought a Tesla. And then they called us like 10, 20 minutes into buying the Tesla. They called and said, hey, if you want to test drive this car. And we're like, no, we just bought a Tesla. So maybe don't treat people like shit. But as I was saying, I just got off topic there. Expansion is no good without penetration. You get lots of expansion when you shoot a bulletproof vest. So the bullet does no good if it doesn't reach its target. You got to penetrate to make holes. I agree. Penetration is more important than expansion. I'd rather a bullet fail to expand but penetrate than expand but fail to penetrate. Did that make sense the way I say it? Did I say it right? Because you know what I meant. And let me know if you can get a deal on cars, because they get hard to find nowadays. Samuel Mance donated again, got entries into the drawings. Then he just said TYMP or TYMP, though he didn't. He's not the one who bought the new That's unless he's got a totally different name here. Yeah, I don't think that's him. But that's it for the super chats right now. Let's go over here and see if we got any. Remember, we're doing the double super secret. Remember, we're doing the double super secret stock giveaway. If you are interested in getting an entry into that by helping the YouTube super chat, or not the YouTube super chat, the Pets and Vets Fund. I got the stocks today. Well, I got the 2 extra ones. The gun, I don't have the gun yet, but I got the stocks. So we're going to start them. I'm going to start them pretty soon, probably this weekend. They'll end up looking kind of like what you're seeing there on your screen once I'm done with them. So that's coming. Hopefully I'll do a video on the process and everything too. So keep your eyes open. What was that? Was that it? Am I done with that? Yes. Okay. All right. Let me get over here to the emails. We got a couple up. We got another super chat here. Kevin Payton paid his $2 tithe to Phil and said, all hail Phil. If a wooden stake kills vampires and a silver bullet kills werewolves, could I kill the Mothman with a really big bud zapper? No, he's not going to kill Mothman. Not stupid. He'd probably grab you, throw you into it. If it's sufficient enough electricity to kill him, it would kill you. It ain't gonna kill him, but it'd kill you. So I wouldn't antagonize him. Probably wouldn't be a smart thing to do. He seems to be fairly benevolent. I've never heard him hurting anybody. He usually tries to warn people of bad things that are about to happen. So, like he sat on the Silver Bridge before it fell down. Telling people, get off the fucking bridge. It's going to collapse. And then the next day it collapsed. Let's get to the emails here. I hate to even show these because people getting guns and I ain't got no new guns. Let's see, who's the first one here? John Heasley said CZ75 P0640 caliber. Those are nice. I used to have one of those. I don't have it anymore. I should have kept it. It would have been a good carry gun for Caden. Then we got one here. Did I share that? I think I shared it, didn't I? Pretty sure I did. We got this one from Go Shadow. New guns to me. I like that one there on the bottom. I like the one in the middle too. I always kind of want one of those, but I never get around to buying one. But I like all three of them. But that one in the middle, I keep wanting one of those. I want to play pirate. Well, at least a certain kind of pirate. Let's see here. We got another one coming in. Share screen. It's doing that double click thing. It's driving me crazy. Okay, this is the one that really pissed me off. This guy needs to pissing me off. I got this. This is from Mr. Bob the ballerina. I don't know what that says. I got this, and you were right. It's much more spectacular in person. Yeah, it's beautiful in person, but it's too beautiful for you. Why do you have this? You don't deserve this. I deserve this. You're pissing me off. Pissing me off. I hope you paid your tithe to Phil. If not, I hope you get Lyme disease. In fact, I hope you didn't pay your tithe to Phil, and I hope you do get Lyme disease. Because I didn't get those, so that's not fair. Not fair. All I want is for things to be fair, and that means I should get new stuff and you all shouldn't. Makes big and deep holes. He's showing you there his 45 coat load from Shadow. One more email to show. The Winder. Then this one is from John Heasley said, found this. Oh yeah, I did a video on these. I have a video up about these guns, and they're pretty cool. They're customized Colts, and I definitely want one. I can't afford one, but I want one. Being poor sometimes sucks. I wish I'd been born rich instead of pretty. Because I was born pretty, and it kind of faded away. So now I'm not pretty or poor or rich. I'm poor and ugly, and that's not good. It's not a good combination, trust me. As someone who's been not ugly, being ugly and poor is not good. What does this say? Richard Z said, love your forward takes, man. So Hickok is an elitist. Even so, he still does seem to provide great info to potential gun buyers. Just my 2 cents. I'd rather they get it from someone who didn't support the NRA until they stopped paying him and then support every other status quo bunch of bullshit. He doesn't do any good for the gun community. He just profiteers off of it while actively believing you shouldn't have a lot of your rights. So, no, I don't find anything positive about him. And plus, he doesn't know anything about guns. If you get your information about guns from him, well, then you could have gotten that from a brochure because he don't know shit. I've been shooting from old block. Well, it's too bad you didn't learn anything. 60 years for nothing. A waste of 60 years of time. But I think that's got us caught up with the supers. Let me get moved over to the YouTube chat. Did I get that, Kevin Payton? I got that. So let's get over here, see if I got anything coming in. The cowboy that just, I read that already. How often do you reckon Massachusetts police try to frame a murder on a person or have a corrupt judge go along with it? Oh, probably all the time. That happens everywhere. because police got to solve crimes. If the crimes don't get solved, they don't get more. People don't have faith in them, and they don't get more funding and all this other stuff and more unlimited power. So they got to, even if they can't find who really did it, they got to find someone they think deserves punished and pin it on them. So yeah, that happens all the time. I just saw where Trump just pardoned a corrupt judge, or not corrupt judge, corrupt sheriff. Goes to show you, he doesn't think police should be held accountable for anything. He wants complete immunity for police on a federal level, meaning he even wants, if you read that presidential order he made regarding police, he wants to unleash them, give them expanded powers, give them total federal immunity, meaning he wants, and he even spells it out, that if local officials try to prosecute police, he wants the federal government to prosecute the local officials for trying to go after police. So that's the police state Trump wants. So if you love Trump, well, stick that in your fucking crawl and spin on it, because you got to accept that. You got to accept the good and the bad, and that's some of the bad, and that's some of the worst I've heard from any politician. Who said you deserved a night off? I said so, but I didn't, and we're almost out of time, so I didn't end up with the night off. Did you send me the sites? Like I said, do I look like I went anywhere since yesterday? No. I am slow. What are the stocks for? Ruger 22. Yes, sir. 1022. We're doing the engraving on them and giving them away to benefit pets and vets. Some people leave their hoses. Well, I guess they don't care about their hoses. That's one of the things I hate. It's always sad when you see a hose next to the road that someone just brought and dumped it, left it, abandoned it, took off. You know, it didn't do nothing wrong. They just left it. Sad, really. All these stray hoses. Sent you a photo of new guns I got. I showed it just to piss you off. I did piss me off, and I saw it. Oh, have you sent my subscribe star stickers and stuff? You mean the ones that I found right here when I was doing where did it go? I just found it yesterday. Oh, I'll put it right here. No, that's Donnie Dickerson. But where did it go? I had it yesterday. What did I do with it after I found it yesterday? I got it here somewhere. I just found it yesterday. Where it's sitting here on my desk, addressed and everything. It's around here somewhere. Oh, I might have taken it in the house, put it on the dining room table. So I've got it still. Do you reckon it's better to take unemployment or to try to start your own business? Well, why can't you do both? If you're owned unemployment, take it and then try to get your business off the ground. Why is it an either or? Do you reckon it's normal times to put in 70 plus applications only to get one callback? Well, companies don't want to pay people now. They don't want to hire people. They would rather work with far less people, just charge more money for each product than they would actually pay people a fair wage. So right now companies they bitch about, oh, we've got all these unfilled positions, but they won't hire anybody. We got a problem. I was reading a thing the other day about one of the businesses local. It's one of the big local businesses. They probably got like 300 employees, and they're like, we have like 70 job openings and we can't get any people. And it's like, everybody's like in the comment section, I applied, you never called back. I applied, you never called back. I have 15 years of experience. I applied, you never called back. And then one person's like, well, you called me, but you offered me $9 an hour, under what the going wage is right now. For anyone doing my job, you only offered me 50 cents over minimum wage. So that's why you got all the openings, and everybody else is like, you never called me back, because they don't want to hire the people. Because right now, like, remember they had that big national meeting of big CEOs and billionaires, and that guy went on live talking about how they need to re-educate the worker to know that they work for the business, not the other way around. Because workers started trying to take some of the power back, which is where the power should be. You're the ones that actually do all the work. If you don't get a fair wage, well, then why do the work? Because the guy who started the business, they're like, oh, but he brought his money and his expertise. No, usually he brings taxpayer money your money, the bank's money, because they do everything on loans where they don't have to pay anything if they go bankrupt. So usually he's just someone who's connected enough to get the money to start it, and he doesn't really add much to the business at all. It's like Elon Musk. He don't add nothing to Tesla. He didn't start Tesla. I know he's tried to fake history to make it look like he started Tesla, but turns out he didn't have nothing to do with starting Tesla. It was two totally other gentlemen who started it. He used all the money he made from selling PayPal, which he also didn't start. He almost bankrupted before they sold it, but he didn't start it. And he used all that money to buy them out and then forced them out and then tried to rewrite the history of the company. So yeah, that's the worker. They don't want to hire people right now was the whole point I was making. What do you reckon I can say to the wife to get her close to the cabinet doors and drawers after she opens them to get something? Says she don't do it, but I'm always, oh, you mean to get her to close the, well, like I said, just leave pamphlets around for divorce attorneys. Leave them in the drawers that she's opening or on the backs of the cabinet doors she's opening. Just good old pamphlets or business cards from divorce attorneys or hitmen, one or the other. The Vortex Defender CCW is a good optic that will actually fit your Shadow 2 carry. Good window, and so far no issues from mine. I didn't know that would fit, but I'll look at it. Where was I lost my place. Oh, there we go. Well, they opened a Shake Shack over in Vancouver. I don't know if anybody knows what Shake Shack is, but boy, it was good. We went the other night and I had a Shake Shack burger. They don't have the Colossal Burger anymore. That was from my childhood, but it was still good. The burger was very good. The French fries were very good. I did not get a shake because it wasn't my cheat day. I want to go back on my cheat day so I can get a shake, but it was really, really good. Although, I mean, it's hard to beat McDonald's not McDonald's, Dairy Queen on shakes. It's like when we go out to dinner somewhere, people are like, are we going to get dessert? Are we going to get dessert? I'm like, no, not here. I'm not. If I want dessert, if I'm actually going to have dessert, I'm going to pay my bill here, get my happy ass in the car and go right down the road to Dairy Queen and get me a banana split. Not have some fancy dry crumb cake with, cranberries and rosemary and some sauce poured on it with this kind of reduction. No, I just want a fucking banana split from Dairy Queen. Not some dry crumb cake with some weird infused chocolate poured over it. If he's that allergic, next time might not be almost. That's what I tell him. And he knows. He's been told by the doctors and everybody that you need to quit trying to push it. Richard Z. So I've got a classic 92 FS as my bedside gun. Good choice. Well, when is a 92 not a good choice? Ever. It's always a good choice. I tried to get Caden to choose a Beretta 92 compact as his carry gun. He said it was too fat for his hands. The grip was too fat for his hands. He doesn't have the biggest hands. His hands probably only come to my first knuckle right there when he puts them up against mine. They're like that. And I don't have the biggest hands in the world. Let's see, where am I at? How's that RM treating you? RM. What the fuck is that? I don't know because I don't know what that is. I sent you a couple of emails. I saw your emails. I showed your emails. Stop being so needy. Oh my God, he's needy. He's as bad as my pit bull. My pit bull's very needy. I don't know if y'all have ever had a pit bull. Oh my God. Turnip is a Staffordshire pit bull. He's very needy. He'll come over and he'll keep doing the sigh. And then if you don't pay attention, he'll put his paw on you. And he just wants petted. And I have to go through the what? Are you hungry? Ears back. Do you want to go outside? Ears back. Do you want petted? Ears up. That's how you know what he wants when his ears go up. So, but very, very needy. We got another super chat coming in from Samuel Mance again. Samuel Mance. Which is uglier, QR code on Colt Python or hammer lock on Smith & Wesson? Oh, well, I'm not a fan of either, but I can kind of ignore the QR code. It doesn't really register to me. The locks always kind of register. But you can, and I've done this. I've got a video on this. I took my lock out and high polished it silver, and you didn't notice it as much. Made it a lot less obvious. So I can handle either one, but I don't like the QR codes and I don't like the locks. So it's kind of a half dozen of one, 6 pounds of another. I don't understand. I don't remember how the saying goes, but you know what I mean. All right. Let's see where we're at. Is there any 22 case ammo that doesn't have ammos that fail to shoot? No, it's rimfire. It's your mouse. What's my mouse? What's my mouse? What do you mean? It's my mouse. Oh, this thing? You mean this mouse? This one? This thing's, I mean, I liked it until it started doing the double tap. And I'm like, I don't know what the fuck this thing's doing. I thought you meant like a real mouse. I didn't know what he was talking about. I should send them my 3-inch Python. They will do guns. You know, like if you have your own gun, you send to them, they will do your own gun, or you can just buy a gun from them, I think. But either way, I can't afford the process or to buy one from them. At a Checkers in Central Florida, a drive-thru worker shot a customer to death because he complained about not getting packets of mayonnaise. Well, that sounds like he should have. Goddamn people complaining about mayonnaise. I just shot him too. Well, no, probably not. That does seem like a little bit of an overreaction to me. It's got to be more to it than just mayonnaise. It's nice though that the Checkers lets their employees carry, but they should probably not be quite as hot-tempered if they're going to. I will forgive all if we get silencers. I don't think, I mean, here's the thing that I wonder about, though. Are they going to try to put them on a 4473? Which wouldn't make sense because if they're not arms, then you can't legally, there's no way they're going to justify putting it on the 4473. You would just be able to walk in and buy one. It would be like walking in and buying a scope or walking in and buying a sights or a new trigger. You know, there'd be no, because it's not a serialized gun. So it couldn't possibly, there wouldn't even be a requirement to put serial numbers on them. So I don't know how they put them on the 4473. Some people are like, well, you're still going to fail the 4473. And I'm like, I don't know how you'd have to, how they'd even make it to where you could, at least not legally. So Nala is just like that. Yes, well, she's a pit bull too. Amazon has front sights for the P327 PC, $3145 high vis. I don't think they do. I've looked 100 times and I don't think those actually fit the 327. If you got a link, send it to me, but I don't think they do. I'm calling your bluff. But that looks like that's it for today. And we're past out of time anyway. We went a little over. But thanks everyone for coming. I do appreciate it. Thanks for and those of you that didn't finish, that's fine too. But thanks to everybody who donated to help support pets and vets. Everybody got entries into the drawings. Everybody did super chats. Everybody that just kept the conversation going through regular chats in the live chat. Everyone that just showed up and gave me somebody to talk to. I appreciate it. I will see everybody again tomorrow. Until then, remember, always carry. And tomorrow should be the podcast. So if someone sees Never Enough Ammo, tell his lazy ass to get up and show up for the podcast. Other than that, I'll see y'all again tomorrow. Until then, remember, always carry and stay safe until I see you again.
Thank